everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we took care of business in the Distortion World after taking on Cyrus for one final time, and taking a little bit of a parting gift with us. You know, we may have, a certain Pokemon may have been like, I don't know, locked away to the Distortion World, and we may have freed it, but don't worry, it's in a PC box, it's totally fine. Giratina, also known as the Schneck, is now with us as well. We're not going to be using it because I typically don't use legendary Pokemon in these playthroughs because I think they're a little, obviously the legendary Pokemon, they're very strong, so, you know. But, yeah, we have a Giratina now, pretty cool. And with all the Chaos of Team Galactic now solved and resolved, we can now continue with our adventure. And you may be wondering, where the hell do we go from here? The answer is quite simple. We are going to heal our Pokemon. Because as you can see, turns out fighting legendary Pokemon is kind of scary. They're kind of strong. So we kind of need to go heal our team up, I think. And we heard, apparently, last time from Cynthia that Professor Rowan was looking for us. Obviously, he's probably a little bit worried because, you know, we kind of just jumped into the Distortion World without, you know, telling him or anything. So we should probably go say hello to him and see how he's doing. And let him know that, you know, we're alive. It's probably a little important, I think, right? So how about we go take a nice little flight over to good old Sanjin Town, if I can. There we go. Sanjin Town. I really like using the 3D like circle pad for like DS games, but sometimes stuff like that happens. Ah, Sanjin Town. It's been quite some time. We're back. Zachary, you come back. Oh, hi there. You leave me speechless. You've done it. You really have done it. Never has my heart pounded this hard for so long in my 60 years of living. I did a lot of checking up after you left. He was really worried about you, Zachary. You contacted acquaintances looking for help, and Zachary, I'm glad you're safe. Welcome back. Oh yeah, so something I had to tell you. The free Pokemon lakes appear to have returned to their homes. So tell me, how are things going for you? Pokedex? A total of 155. And the number of badges? Well, you got 7 already. Now at least Sunny Sword Gym. You come this far? Why don't I take Sunny Sword's badge? I want to challenge the Pokemon League. That'll broaden your horizons further than ever before. That's such opportunities to meet even more Pokemon. Sounds like a good idea to me. So I was thinking, those Pokemon you met, Zachary, were the ones said to be the currents of the Sinnoh region? Very likely. That they kind of appeared in a pretty important time, so very likely. But what Professor Rowan was saying is actually true. If you remember the free lake Pokemon that were helping us in the Distortion World, as of Mesprit and Yuxi, they're now actually back at their lakes. If we want to, we can actually go visit them. And you know what that means. Yep. You thought one legendary Pokemon wasn't enough? You thought fighting Giratina was already a struggle enough? Well, we're not done yet. Because we got some more legendary Pokemon to catch. And that's what we're going to do and spend the next few episodes on, so I hope you're ready. I got plenty of Pokeballs here, so I got a Master Ball intact in case we need it. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this. How about we get going? Now, it is completely up to you which lake you want to go to first. As we know, there is Verity Lakefront, there is good old Valor Lakefront, and Acuity. Personally, in my personal advice, I would recommend you either go to Acuity first or to Valor. That would be my recommendation personally. I'm personally thinking, you also obviously the closest to us over here, Verity Lakefront is also here as well. And for personal reasons, I am actually going to be going to Lake Acuity first, and I'll explain why when we get there. But as you may imagine, us going to one of these lakes, and there's supposedly being some crazy Pokemon there, make sure you stock up on items before you get going. Make sure you have plenty of Pokeballs, make sure you have items to heal your Pokemon, because you could be in for a wild ride. You saw how Giratina was, and if that's anything to go for, we should come prepared. Also, I get to listen to this awesome song again that definitely had no bias in me picking going up to Lake Acuity first. Unfortunately, I don't get to appreciate it for very long because we're actually pretty much already here. Although, if I get stuck in the snow, it might take a little bit longer. There we go. Now we're moving. And here we are. One of the free lakes of Sinnoh, Lake Acuity. We came here once when we were trying to look for Berry. And it's our first time actually surfing in the water here. Although I feel really bad for my Gyarados here because the water here must be freezing. So I am very sorry to my Gyarados, but you're a trooper for taking this on for us. Thank you, man. I'll go ahead and use a quick little Super Repel because before we actually go to where we need to go, which is right on over here, this little cave here, or not even really a cave, it's like a little hut, honestly. You may remember one of the other lakes that I surfed around the lake's edges to go to one of the edges of the lake. Because if you do this, These patches of grass. And not over here, but over here is TM14 Blizzard. Each of the lakes have their own TM, so you want to make sure you're picking them up. And they're all very powerful moves, so it's definitely worth grabbing them. TM4 Blizzard here is a very, very powerful move. It is a very, we'll call it a risky move, however, because Blizzard here is a whopping 120 power at the cost of being 70 accuracy. It's very, very strong. It's one of the strongest Ice 2 type moves in Pokemon history. Incredibly strong, but obviously the accuracy is a really, really big downside. Missing 30% of the time doesn't sound all that bad, but if you know Pokemon, you know 30% is actually like 80%. There is a catch to this move, however. If you are using this move in the middle of a hailstorm, it is guaranteed to hit. It doesn't check accuracy, it's just a guaranteed hit as long as it's hailing. So if you have a Pokemon like a Bombstone in your team who summons the hail by default, using it with Blizzard is actually a very reliable combo, and it does a massive damage, so it can actually be pretty worth it. That said, though, obviously, 70 accuracy versus Ice Beams, 100% accuracy, as I'm going to show right here. Ice Beam more gets the job done. 95 power. Sure, it's not 120. Absolutely not. But that 100% accuracy is so much more reliable. I'm probably going to hold on to this for the time being, but you never know. Maybe I'll give it a Protect at some point for Blizzard. Maybe I need some extra firepower. I want to do some gambling. Cool move, though. Definitely worth grabbing. And if you know the Pokemon Generation 1 days, like way back when, you know that the Blizzard's this inaccurate for a reason, because this move used to be 90% accuracy, and it was an absolute war crime. So that's why its accuracy is so bad now. But yeah, definitely worth picking up. For free. That's it, though. Enough sightseeing. Let's check out the cave. It's Yuxi. Before we get into this battle, as always, make sure you save your game. Because if you do not save your game and you mess this up, that's it. You get one shot at this unless you save your game. So, it's legendary Pokemon, so highly recommend it. And for me personally, I'm going to be going right into good old Honchkrow here. You'll see why in just a moment. That being said, let's get to it. This here is Yuxi, one of the free Lake Guardians, coming at a whopping level 50, pure second type, ability Levitate, with the following movesets. Out of the free Lake Guardians, Yuxi's kind of the defensive one. All three of them have like their own like stat variations, and Yuxi is more of a defensive Pokemon with massive defenses, pretty solid bulk, and overall a relatively more supportive focused moveset. And the main reason why I suggest you lead up with, you go and catch this Pokemon first out of the three of them, or at least try to, is that Yuxi here comes with a very useful move called Yawn, and it's going to happen in this battle as well. It's a 2-turn sleep move, which is kind of interesting. It uses it on the first turn, and on the second turn, your Pokemon will fall asleep unless you switch it out. This can come super handy when it comes to catching other Pokemon, because, you know, you put them to sleep. Kind of helpful. They don't get to attack you, and you also get a higher chance of catching them. But you're going to want that higher chance to catch them, because just like Giratina, this thing also has a catch rate of 3 out of 255, so it's actually a very hard catch, and I critical hit it, which KO'd it. Well, amazing battle. Yeah, got him. And that's why we save our game. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's not go to critical hit this time, shall we? So yeah, the main reason leading off of Honchkrow here is because all free to Lake Guardians are Psychic type Pokemon, meaning they're weak to Ghost and they're weak to Dark, and they also can't hit Dark types at all with their Psychic moves. So I'm pretty sure all of them just have like a normal move and a Psychic move, if I remember correctly. So I didn't change Pokemon between. Okay, you whatever. Screw it. Just throw Shadow Ball. And there's the move I was talking about, Yawn. There it is. Yeah, this is a 2-turn sleep move. So on the first turn, it's gonna make your Pokemon drowsy, which is essentially the game warning you, hey, switch out your Pokemon or else you're going to bed. it ate that like a champ. You can see Yuxi is very, very tanky. These are not weak moves I'm throwing at it, and it's actually eating them pretty well. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and switch on out here, so that way Froslass does not fall asleep. Nice and simple. Got Swift over here, which is a move that cannot miss, but it's also very, very weak, so overall not that scary. And unless it critical hits you like that, ow. A lot of crits going on right now, holy crap. Goes for another yawn. Although, I don't remember correctly, does my Honchkrow have insomnia? Because I know it can have insomnia. Because if my Honchkrow has insomnia, it means I'm actually immune to sleep. Let me check. No, I have super luck. That would explain why I critical hit so easily last time. Okay, I'm gonna switch out one more time. I'm gonna go here into my good old Gallade. I'm gonna try knocking into the row of Psycho Cuts. Shouldn't do that much damage. Like I said, Yuxi's a very tanky Pokemon and also a Psychic type, so resist it, so it should be fine. And his final move here, Future Sight, is an interesting move. It summons a attack that will hit you in 2 turns from the time it uses it. It's not the strongest move, but it is something you have to keep in mind when you're battling this Pokemon, because the battle will draw out over time, because obviously, you know, you're trying to catch it. Let me see if Psychic does a little bit of damage, I'm sure. Right, HP? Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, nice. And with that being said, now it's time to try and catch this thing. When it comes to trying to catch the Lake Trio, they are inside a little cavern here. So Dust Balls are going to be your best friend. Ultra Balls are always good. Timer Balls are always good because your Pokemon are hard to catch. And just like Giratina, highly recommend you don't use the Master Ball on Yuxi. You can use it if you really want to, but I highly, highly recommend you do not do that. There are much harder Pokemon to catch than Yuxi. So yeah, we're not going to be using the Master Ball here. That's for sure. Swift is not that strong of a move. So honestly, the thing about okay, there's Future Sight attack. As you can see, 2 turns after it's gonna hit me. There's a little bit of damage, not that strong. In fact, fun fact about what do you call it? Future Sight is that Future Sight used to be, or at least not used to. In the case of Platinum, this is before they buffed it. But in these games, Future Sight's actually not that scary at all. It's only like 90 power, I'm pretty sure. It's not that scary. It'll basically tickle you. It'll add a little bit of extra damage. In the future games, though, I think Game Freak realized that Future Sight wasn't that scary, so they made it 120 power, and then Future Sight became insanely scary. So thank God it's not like that right in this game. Because that move does hit very hard in the future Pokemon games. Not here, though, thankfully. Alright, and as per usual, if you have a Status Affliction and whatnot to use on the Pokemon, I highly recommend bringing a Status Affliction move, you know, just to make it easier to catch the Pokemon, but obviously my team does not have one at the moment, so, yeah. Although you better bet I'm going to be using this Yuxi to our advantage after we catch this thing, because I'm going to be abusing the hell out of that yawn to try and catch the other Lake Pokemon. We're going to need all the help we can get. You saw how Giratina went. I'm not going to play that game again with Yuxi and the other Lake Trio. Once I catch Yuxi, I'm going to use yawn all I feel needed. Come on. We're not getting a lot of shakes at the moment. We've gotten like 1 so far, so not great so far. Also, thank God it's not Gen 1, because Amnesia back in Generation 1 used to boost your special attack and special defense because there was 1 stat back then. But thankfully in this game, not that frightening. But, oh my God, back in the day, if Yuxi had that stuff, it would be terrifying. 1. Okay, we're getting some 1s here. We're getting some 1s here and there. Not bad, I'll take it. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's go for another one. I'm just gonna keep throwing Dust Balls for the time being. No need to mix it up, you know. You gotta get used to the pitch before you start throwing curveballs and fastballs, you know. I don't really play baseball. I think I'm talking facts. I think I'm spitting, as the kids say these days. But I'm not really a baseball guy, so I wouldn't know. The only sport I really played when I was growing up was like volleyball. I was like on the volleyball team from like grade I want to say grade 5 to like grade 10, I think. That was a lot of fun. And also tennis. I'm also a big fan of tennis. So far, not going so great. No 2 shakes, no 3 shakes. So how about we hit him with a curveball, hit him with a timer ball, yeah! The time for the timer ball has come. Never mind, it's not that time. It is not Ryan time. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna die if I stay in. So how about I switch to Big Boss, because as Future Sight is a Psychic type move, it cannot hit Dark type Pokemon just like any other Psychic type move. So Honchkrow is completely immune to this thing. It's not immune to Swift though. Ow. Just go ahead and do a Quick little healing real quick. Thankfully, I bought a billion hyper potions a while ago. Called a bargain steal, because I'm still using these hyper potions I bought a while ago. I just haven't said anything about it yet, but the Elite Trio has like their own battlefield and everything too, and it's actually a pretty cool one. I like it a lot. Wait a minute! Oh, I misremembered. Future Sight's actually a neutral type move in this game. It's actually not resisted by anything. Because in the Future games, Dark types are completely immune to it. Which I guess was the trade-off for them making it super powerful in return. Oh! Ah! Oh, I'm so looking forward to not having a super long episode like Giratina. Oh my god, I was so looking forward to that. Dang it! I thought we got lucky. I don't want to say anything. I thought we just kept yapping like normal and ignored it when we would have gone in. Dang it! No! Can't be that easy though. Unfortunately, I'm starting to run out of dust balls here, so we might be in a little bit of trouble? Perhaps? I might switch up the Pokeballs for a little bit. I don't want to run out of dust balls if possible. We can always go buy more, obviously, but you know, they're pretty useful against these legendary Pokemon. They all love to live in caves or something. Also, is it just me that Future Sight did like way more damage? Ow. Come on. Nothing. I mean, it's yellow like your head is. You should like the Ultra Ball. Come on. It's matching. Everyone loves matching colors. It's their favorite thing. The kinetic aesthetic. You must understand, Yuxi. The Ultra Ball, it is for you. One. Hey. See, there you go. That's so bad. The kinetic aesthetic. You just gotta get with it. You understand. Perfect. Alright. That was not that bad at all. That was like 20 minutes. I will gladly take that. Compared to Giratina, at least. Giratina was like a whole hour. Phew. I will gladly take that. 146 Yuxi, the knowledge Pokemon. Type Psychic like I mentioned. This thing's apparently 1 inch tall and weighs less than 1 whole illable. I think this thing is made of thin air. I think I can throw this thing like a dodgeball. When Yuxi flew, people gained the ability to solve problems. It was the birth of knowledge. Pretty important sounding, I would say. And for you, I will name you... you're like knowledge, you're kind of big-brained. I will name you... You're kind of blue, like your body's kind of bluish, so it kind of works, even though you're a lot, mostly yellow. We're gonna call you... Megamind, because that's the first thing I thought of. There you go, Megamind, hell yeah. Now that, legendary Pokemon caught. Now, is it ethically right for us as a 10-year-old boy who kind of just, you know, I know we kind of saved the Sinnoh region, but is it kind of right for us to just take these legendary Pokemon with us? I don't know, but also I'm not the one who has to answer for that, so I'm gonna go ahead and fly back to good old Santon Town. And there we go. Familiar sight indeed, you know, because, you know, we were just here like 5 minutes ago. Not bad at all. I'm gonna go heal at the Poké Center real quick, and then we'll go check out our brand new Pokemon, Yuxi. Not bad at all. That said, though, I did kind of burn through all my dust balls, and we're definitely going to be needing more of them, so I will probably go buy some more real quick. But before all that, let's check out our brand new Pokemon, Yuxi, who's higher level than Giratina, which is kind of funny in my opinion. I don't know. There's something about this giant demon snake dragon thing, and then this little creature pixie thing being higher level than the Giratina is kind of funny to me. Anyways, Yuxi, the knowledge Pokemon, as you can see here, has a very serious nature, which actually means it's completely neutral. And as you can see by its stats, not the greatest offensively, but everything else is pretty fantastic. 105 speed is not respectable. 142 special defense is fantastic. 140 defense is amazing. 147 HP is also great. And yeah, overall, pretty tanky Pokemon. And this Yawn move it has here is going to become very, very useful when it comes to catching Pokemon. Because, yeah, putting things to sleep is kind of helpful. So honestly, for this next battle, I will put away, you know what? I'll put away our Gen 1 Pokemon. Now it's all Generation 4. How about that? Actually, wait, no, I forgot. I literally need Gyarados to surf. What am I talking about? Never mind. I need Gyarados to cross the lake. Big Bertha, you can take a break. You deserve it. You've been a good lady. And there we go. We now have our efficient yawn bot. And unfortunately, this isn't like the future Pokemon games where the Pokeshops update depending on how many badges you have. They're kind of based on what city you're in, and I know Snowpoint actually has Dust Balls in stock, so I'm gonna go to Snowpoint real quick. I'm gonna go pick some up real quick, and then we'll be right on back. At least I think they have Dust Balls. Hold on, I might be lying. Hold on, let me keep the camera rolling. Let me just see. Am I lying? I'm pretty sure they have Dust Balls. I think this is where I always get them from, right? Surely. It wouldn't be you, though. It'd be the side clerk. There we go. Aha! They do. I'll take 20. That should be plenty. I hope, anyways. And there we go. And now with that, let us get moving on forward to our next destination. Which, honestly, Tony Town is probably closer than Sandgem Town, so let's go for a fly nice right back to home. Ah, it feels good to hear the song again. It's been a while. Good old sweet old home. We can't stay for long. We're on a quest. To get to Verity Lakefront. And honestly, I think it's only fitting that every single legendary Pokemon of this trio gets their own episode. So let's enjoy the relaxing music and brace ourselves for next time, when we go ahead and take on the next lake Pokemon. Who could it be? Is it Mespris or Azelf? Who knows? We'll have to find out ourselves next time. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And next time Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna surf across this lakefront and see what lies in the middle of the lake. See you guys then.